Good evening, students. Today we are going to learn how to prepare a continuous frequency distribution from raw data. We have this problem given here. The problem says that given are the ages of 30 individuals of a particular town, uh, the ages at their death have been recorded here in this particular table of 30 individuals. Arrange the data in a frequency distribution of 10 class intervals and obtain the relative frequency, the percentage frequency in each interval. Now, how do we go about doing the problem? Now, first and foremost, what we have to find is we have to find the minimum value and the maximum value of the variable. Now, what is the variable here? The variable is the age at death, right? The age when the individual was dying, that is the variable. Now here we find the minimum value of this particular variable in this distribution is 31. So we write it as 31 and the maximum value we find is 60. The maximum value is 60. So what is the range that we have got? Range will be the maximum value minus the minimum value and that is equal to 29. Now the question says you have to arrange the data in a frequency distribution of 10 class intervals, that is 10 bins, right? 10 particular groups. And how do we go about that? So we have to prepare 10 classes. So what will be the width of each class? So 29 is the total range. So we have to prepare 10 class intervals. So we will be having a class width of 2.9 and for our help or rather for our benefit we are going to use it as 3, right? We will take the range to be 3. So we have to start at 31 and we will be continuing till 60. So the class width which we require is 3. Now, so the first class which we will prepare is from 31 to 33. 31, 32, 33 will be recorded here. 34, 35, 36 will be recorded here. 37, 38, 39 will be recorded under this particular class. 40, 41 and 42 will be recorded under this class. 43, 44 and 45 will be recorded under this class. Right? 46, 47, 48 will be recorded under this class. 49, 50 and 51 will be recorded under this class, right? 52, 53 and 54 will be recorded under this class. 55, 56 and 57 will be recorded under this class. And we will be having 58, 59 and 60, these values will be recorded under this class. So how did we write the class? It is a pair of two numbers, right? The minimum number that will be recorded and the maximum number that will be recorded in a particular class is defining a particular class. Now this minimum number is said to be the lower class limit and this maximum number is said to be the upper class limit. So what is the lower class limit here? So here the lower class limit is 31, the upper class limit is 33. The lower class limit for the second class which we find is 34 and the upper class limit is 36. So what does actually class limit give you? It is the number till which will be recorded in that or under that particular class, right? 37 for the third class, 37 is the lower class limit and 39 is the upper class limit. 40 is the lower class limit, 42 is the upper class limit. 43 is the lower class limit and 45 is the upper class limit. 46 is the lower class limit and 48 is the upper class limit. 49 is the lower class limit for the next class and 51 is the upper class limit of the next class. For the next class which we move to, we find the lower class limit LCL is 52 and the upper class limit is 54. And then to the next class which we move, the lower class limit is 55 and the upper class limit is 57. And when we move to the next class, it is 58, the lower class limit, and the upper class limit is 60. That means we will record the numbers 58, 59 and 60 under this particular class or this particular group. Now, how do we go about recording the classes? Now, for that, we use the tally mark system. So, we have the data which is given here in the table. So, we are going to do the tally mark. Now, how do we go about doing the tally mark? Now, let us find out what is the first data point. The first data point is 36. And where will it be recorded? It will be recorded under the second class. Second class will record 34 to 36. So, we are going to record this particular data point under this particular class. So, we have it here. So, we record it with a tally mark here. The next is 37, right? Next is 37. So, we record it here. Once we mark the tally, we are going to cross it out, right? Then the third data which we have is 38. 38 once again will be recorded here. 37, 38 and 39 will come here. So 38 will come here. Once we have put the tally, we will be crossing the data. Then 51. 51 will be recorded under this class, right? So it comes here. 53 will be recorded under this class. So we do it here. 31 is the next one. So 31 will be recorded under this class, right? So in total, how many observations we have here? We have 6 observations, and see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have got the 6 recorded here already in the tally system. Now we go to the next column. 48. Where do we record 48? We will be recording 48 here. Where do we record 32? In the first class, here. Where do we record 39? In the third class, here. Where do we record 46? We will record it here, right? Where do we record 36? 36 we are going to record here, right? Where do we record 47? 47 we are going to record here. Okay. Next, where are we going to record 50? 50 we are going to record here. 49, 50, 51. Okay. Where are we going to record 40? 40 will come here, right? Where are we going to record 37? 37 will come here. Where will we record 41? 41 will record it here. Where will we record 60? 60 will be recorded in the last class. Where will we record 52? 52 will get recorded here. 45 we will be recording it here. 39 we will be recording it here, right? 37 to 39. So 4 already we have done. So we are going to make a bunch out of it, and so we are crossing it. So that makes a total bunch of 5, right? So 39 goes. 40. 40 we are going to record here. 55 we are going to record here, right? 55 to 57. 59 we will record 58 to 60 here. 31 once again we are going to record here. 49 we are going to record here. 41 we are going to record here. 32 we are going to record here. 58 in the last class. Next is 41. The observation is 41. So here we already have 4, so we'll make one bunch out of it. Right? 5. Then we have 53. It will come here. Right? So that actually covers all our observations. So from here we are going to count the tally. So we have the frequency here as 4. Here we have it as 2. Here we have it as 5. Here we also have it as 5. It is 1. It is 3. It is 3. It is 3. It is 1. It is 3. That's how we have got the distribution. Now, this distribution as we find here, it is 31 to 33. Then the next class starts from 34. So we find that there is a difference between the upper class limit of the previous class and the lower class limit of the next class. And that is of 1 unit or say 1 age. Right? How that actually brings us to say discrete, or there is a gap between it. It's a discontinuous frequency distribution that we have. Now how do we make it a continuous distribution? Now for that we actually convert the class limits into class boundaries. Right? How do we convert the class limits into class boundaries? For that, we are going to use a particular formula. The formula says the lower class boundary is equal to lower class limit minus d by 2, where d is the common difference between the upper class limit of one class and the lower class limit of the next class. Right? So, here in this case, we have the difference as 33 and 34, right? It is the difference between 34 and 33. The value is coming to be 1. So the d value is equal to 1. So d by 2 will come to be 1 by 2. That's equal to 0.5. Right? So the upper class boundary will be given by upper class limit plus d by 2, and the lower class boundary will be lower class limit minus d by 2. Right? So let's find how we are going to do it here. So it is, we are converting this to the lower class boundary. So this minus 0.5. So we get it as 30.5. And this plus 0.5, so it's 33.5, right? For the next class, this minus 0.5 will make it 33.5, and this plus 0.5 will be 36.5, right? So that actually, if you see, it makes continuous. So you have 30.5 to 33.5, and then the next class starts from 33.5 to 36.5. So this will be once again 36.5 to 39.5. This will be 39.5 to 42.5. This will be 42.5 to 45.5. 45.5 to 48.5, 48.5 to 51.5. So we are adding 0.5 to the upper class limit. That will make the upper class boundary, right? And you have 51.5 as the lower class boundary of this class and 54.5 as the upper class boundary. 54.5 here and 57.5 here, 57.5 here, and we have 60.5 here, right? So that gives us the continuous frequency distribution. Now we go to the calculation of the relative frequency. Now, what is the relative frequency? Relative frequency, as we said, is the frequency of that particular class divided by the total frequency. So the total frequency that we have, a summation here, is equal to 30. So the relative frequency here, it will be 4 by 30. The relative frequency here will be 2 by 30. It will be 5 by 30. This one will also be 5 by 30. This will be 1 by 30. This will be 3 by 30. This will also be 3 by 30. This will also be 3 by 30. This will be 1 by 30. And this will be 3 by 30. So that gives us the relative frequencies. Now to calculate the percentage frequencies, how do we get the percentage frequencies? So 4 by 30, it will be 13.33. 2 by 30 will be 6.66 or 6.67. Then next is once again 13.33. The previous one, it will be 5 by 30 will be 16.67. The next one will be also 16.67, right? Then we have it as 1 by 30 is once again coming to 1.33%. 3 by 30, which we were talking about, will be giving you 0.1. This 3 by 30 will also give you 0.1. This will also give you 0.1. That is 0.1 into 10, which we talk about. So 100, that will give you 0.1, means it is 10%, which we will be talking about. This 10.0%. So this is also 10.0%, and this is also 10.0%. Now 1 by 30, which we have it here, is 1.33 once again. And 3 by 30 will also be giving you this 10%. Right, 10.0%. So this is how we actually get the percentage frequencies. So percentage frequencies once again are a measure of your probability. So it is the chance that a particular value will be within a particular range of values. So what is the probability that within this particular group of people, what is the probability if any person is picked up at random, that his age during death will lie between 40 to 45 years, right? 40 to 45 years. So what we have to do is we have to add these two, 5 by 30 plus 1 by 30, giving you 6 by 30. So that's 1 by 5, that's 20% chance. So that's how we calculate the 20% chance coming up. So that's how we are going to calculate it, right? Thank you. So that brings us to the end of this video.